Hi everyone, it's Melissa here with Communicate with Angels, and I'm here for my daily Facebook Lives here in February I said Facebook Live, this is YouTube. Whoops, hee hee. I'm so used to doing it on Facebook. So today I'm going to talk about how can I call my angels in close. This is a question that a lot of people have, so I want to address it today. And if you have any other questions about connecting with your angels or anything else you're curious about with your spirituality, post those below because I'll answer them in a future live stream. Okay, I've got to stop saying Facebook Live when I'm on YouTube. And by the way, I hope that you have signed up for the free online class that I have coming up next week. You go to communicatewithangels.com/webinar and you'll see the registration page there. It's called How to Connect with Your Angels or Spirit Guides. And I'm going to share with you the key steps you can take to get started with having a closer connection with your angels. So I do see that a few people are here live with me. So hi. And comment. I'm not sure if I'm seeing the comments, but go ahead and comment and hopefully I'll figure this thing out, okay? All right, so how do you call your angels close to you? So there's a few tips that I have for you in this arena. Number one is simply to trust and know that they are there. I mean, when we're starting out on this journey, it's easy to think that you're going a little crazy, right? You're hearing voices in your head. Are you going to go to the loony bin? I mean, I get it because a lot of us are not raised this way. I know I wasn't for the first, few years of my life. When my mum started talking about this stuff, I thought she was a bit loony. And then I started to have some experiences that showed me that this was real, not proved to me, because it wasn't an intellectual thing. It was an experiential thing. I began to experience it. But it doesn't matter how old you are right now. If you're new to this journey, it can seem a little uncomfortable. It can feel uncomfortable, and that's normal, first of all. So the first tip I have for you with this is to increase your level of trust and not to fear it. There's references to people connecting with angels in all religions, all cultures of the world. They may use different words for it, but there's that common denominator that we are connecting with spirit, with source, with a source of wisdom that's higher and more benevolent than ourselves. And that's the key here. So there's nothing to fear. And it's that comforting of knowing that you have help and support and guidance. So trusting that they're there is number one. So the second way that you can call your angels in closer is simply to ask them to come close to you. This is something that I do if I experience worry or anxiety or overthinking, like my mind is going crazy. I can certainly go there at times, and I'll notice this more if I'm having trouble falling asleep at night. I'm thinking. So I will just, take a few deep breaths and relax and literally say out loud, angels, will you come close to me? Will you send me some healing energy? And it's amazing how quickly I will fall asleep at that point. But if you are already doing that, you feel like you're asking them to come close and you're just not really getting a response. My third tip for you, well, actually, backtrack a sec. Keep asking for them to be close and to help you to be aware of their presence. Now, what happens with a lot of people when they do that is even when they get the signs, they think they're making it up, that it's not real. Okay, so that's where I usually come in and start helping people when they're at that point. So my third tip for you is to watch for the signs. Are you seeing number sequences like 111? Are you seeing birds or animals that have meaning for you? And are you feeling goosebumps or chills or like a ringing in your ears? These are all of the ways that those spiritual beings, our angels or spirit guides, are kind of transcending into the physical to help you to be aware of their presence. And one of the best ways to really be aware that they're there is that feeling of chills or goosebumps, because that will happen at random moments. And it's a really key sign that your angels are close because they have that really high vibration of energy. That's how you'll physically feel them around. And then when you get those signs, it's having that level of trust and acknowledging that it is real, because it is so easy to start talking yourself out of it at that point. And then the really important thing to be more aware of their presence, because the truth is they are always there. And you can ask them to just come a little closer. So they may be keeping their distance, just watching from afar, and you can ask them to make their presence more real and more known, because they are not going to interfere with your free will. So if you are just I've got green nail polish and a green shirt today. How cool is that? If you're just kind of going about your life and not really asking for help, they're not going to interfere. You know, they're still going to give you some suggestions and guidance. But when you start really calling that in and just requesting more guidance and more help, there is so much available to you. They want to help so much more than you realize. That's what they're there for. So it's just having that level of trust and relaxation and having some experience of just how comfortable it is to have your angel's presence close by. So it's really important to learn how to relax and tune in. And you might call this raising your vibration. It sounds very metaphysical. But really what it is relaxing into your sensitivity, your spiritual side. And this is one of the things I'm going to be talking about in more depth in that free online class. So make sure you sign up for that. I'll post the link below, but it's communicatewithangels.com/webinar. Okay. And I will also post in the comments a link to go to a video which is about the spiritual cleansing technique. And this is my favorite way to raise your vibration. Because if you're going about your day stressed, worried, anxious, all of those things that we get into, this can even happen. I've just been getting over a little bit of a cold, so that can happen to me when I'm a little sick or a little overtired. You know, my vibration is not as high. So we are so affected by the energies of planet Earth that we need this method of just leveling it out and coming back to your highest full potential of energy. So that's what that spiritual cleansing technique will do for you. And that's the best way to really know, okay, they're there. They're around me. And then you can start opening up more of that two-way communication with them. I'm just going to check if any comments has come in. I'm not that familiar with how to see them. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay. Cool. Okay, I saw a message. Someone had said, thank you for sharing this. Cool, you're so welcome. All right, if you guys have any other questions, hey, Carol. Oh, yay, I figured out how to get the comments to come up. Yay. All right, so if you guys have any other questions for me today, post them below real quick. Otherwise, I'm going to hop off because I do have a client to work with this morning. But wanted to make sure that I connected with you all. Hopefully you're getting some messages from your guides, and I can't wait to see you on that free webinar next week. There's 2 times that you can choose from, depending on what works best for your schedule. And also it will be recorded, okay? So even if you're like, oh my gosh, I really can't attend, just sign up anyway so you can get the replay. Okay, so I see how to connect and listen to your course on spiritual cleansing. Yes, come back to this video in a sec because I will post the link. It's one of those crazy links, so I can't remember it off the top of my head. Sorry about that, but I will post it in about 5 minutes, okay? And it's free to watch that video. Hi, Suba, so glad you're here. Yay, it's so fun to connect. This is my favorite way of doing it. Just doing live streams. Fits my random personality. All right, much love to you all, and I'll be back here tomorrow, so stay tuned and make sure if you have any questions for me, post them below and I'll answer them in the next few days, okay? Mwah. Have a great one. Bye-bye.